God bless you guys. God bless, and welcome back to the YouTube channel here at Streetfishin Ministries. And so, as y'all can see from the thumbnail, from the title of this video, I wanted to talk about something, and that is the Asbury revival. As you guys have probably seen, it's been on the news. It's been pretty much all over social media. They're 9 days in, or more than 9 days in, 200 hours plus. Revival, people repenting, people accepting God, people being baptized. Revival. But the one thing that has saddened me and almost even like frustrated me is all the things, the negative things that I've been seeing, not from secular people, but from Christians themselves. You know, it's undoubtedly, like, you can't deny it. You can't doubt was that God is moving at Asbury, that it's become a hot spot. Shout out to Alexander Pagani for that. That, like, Asbury has become a hot spot of the move of the Holy Spirit. And yet the things that I've seen is pretty much the whole reason why I left the denomination that I was in. Because you have people, going live, at the Asbury revival, and yet the comments that you would see, instead of being concerned or instead of enjoying what the move of the Holy Spirit that is happening, people are still too focused on what people are wearing. Oh, but they're not doing it this way. They're not doing it that way. They don't look a certain way. They don't this and they don't that. And just recently I seen a video where, I won't say where or who or whatever, but I seen a video where it's a sister talking about how the Asbury revival pretty much, or the people in a way looking like the people of Asbury revival, I say it like that they're finally catching up. They're finally reaching a level of holiness that they got. That they're finally catching up, that they've been on a mountain, up here, and the people experiencing Asbury revival have been down here, and they're finally making their way up to their level, to their standards, to their expectations, to their perspective of holiness, their perspective of doctrinal correctness. And even a little bit further than that, I seen a comment on Facebook where a pastor said what's happening in Asbury revival is something that they experience every day on Sunday. But see, to me, that kind of almost shows a level of arrogance. Because you mean to tell me that every Sunday you having 150 plus, thousands and thousands of people's coming, repenting? You might have one or two or maybe a couple or whatever. But to compare yourself, to really say that what's happening in Asbury happens in your service every Sunday? Come on now. And I think what's happening is that there is a stirring. That there is a stirring happening. An awakening happening. And the thing is that the moment you begin to judge and to criticize what's happening in Asbury as if they're doing it wrong, or it's looking wrong, or it's not looking the way that you would perceive revival to be, the moment you begin to be like that is the moment you start to sound like the Pharisees when they were coming at Jesus. It's the moment you start to begin to sound like the Pharisees and the Sadducees coming at Jesus and his disciples. But this is not our way. This is not how we've been taught. This is not how it's supposed to look like. The moment you begin to come at Asbury and what's happening in the beginning, not just as Asbury, but as of now, what's happening in other campuses. The moment you begin to criticize that it don't look this way, and then the moment you also, as someone from a different denomination or a different church or something like that, the moment your intention to go to Asbury, not to experience revival, not to experience the move of the Holy Spirit, but the moment you choose to go to Asbury to baptize your way, to teach your way, is that not arrogance? Is that not you stepping in almost like God can, or man is finishing or trying to complete what God is doing? That what God is doing in Asbury isn't sufficient, isn't right, and so you got to come in as man to complete something. Like, oh, now they repented, now they got to be baptized this way. Like, if you going to Asbury, to Kentucky, if you go into that campus not to experience revival, not to experience the move of God, but to input your 2 cents into it, is that not man trying to complete something that God is doing? Isn't that man trying to take over what God is doing to add your ism to it? Man, it just frustrates me. It saddens me that the same body that's supposed to be united and pushing this forward is, I want to say, the ones that are most criticizing this, the ones that are most judging this. But I'll tell you this is why you're not experiencing revival. That's all I got to say. God bless.